All right, everybody. I am here with End This Stream Dave. Dave Talks Madrid. Dave Talks Barça, man. I'm excited
Uh,
to be here with you today, man. You have no
I'm not.
idea, man. So
I'm not.
many things I want to talk to you about.
Mm.
Should we start with the Madrid collapse? Should we start with the fact that Barcelona, when nobody talked about finishing up above you guys in the
Yeah.
Champions League, we already know that you guys are playing Benfica back-to-back games at Estadio de la Luz, which now you guys have terrible memories of. Man,
Mm.
where do we start, Dave? Jesus Christ, man, how are you, bro?
I'm better than I was earlier. Much better than I was earlier. I think this whole thing now, I'm just like looking at it and saying, okay, Benfica, deja vu. Man City, potentially deja vu.
Yeah.
Arsenal, potentially deja vu. Jesus, I was contemplating, guys, in the chat. Let me know what you think. If we play Man City, we play Arsenal. And especially if we play Arsenal, should I do exactly the same thing, got exactly the same clothes, exactly the same thing, exactly the same outfit? Because I feel I need to. If I'm going to I'm going to go to the Emirates. If we play Arsenal, if we ever get to that stage, if we
You
play
got to the
Arsenal or
Emirates.
Brighton, I'm going Emirates. Yeah. And I'm obviously going to the Bernabeu as well because I've got the plug that's going to get me the ticket, also the Champions League. I had to pay a lot of money last year to get that flipping ticket, yeah. But I got the plug this year, so I'm going to be going to the games, mate, yeah. And let me tell you something. This may be the craziest thing that we're ever contemplating in our life. Benfica, Jose Mourinho.
Oh my God.
Two
Dude.
legs.
Talk to me, bro.
Benfica at home first. AA9 Skills was going crazy. I saw his TikToks all over the place.
Me too, bro.
I love that guy. I love that guy. He's so positive, so optimistic. Apart from when Real Madrid and Benfica play. Yeah.
No, he's actually awesome. He's actually awesome. His takes are usually spot on.
Very, very good. Yeah. And I was watching his thing, and this guy, mate, he's like literally Benfica fan all over when he's been talking about Real Madrid for the whole season. So
well, no, the funny thing is, I follow his content, right? I remember when I think it must have been like 4 or 5 games back in the Champions League when it was just getting started. He actually said, Dave, Benfica, if Madrid plays like this, one of these games where Madrid dropped in La Liga, he's like, Madrid plays like this, Benfica is going to put it on them. And then when it got close to the game, he completely changed his narrative and said, we are going to make Madrid look like the second coming of the best team ever created. And we are just so horrible. Like, I think a day before he said something like that. Like, we're just so horrible. We're going to Madrid look better than what they look against Monaco. And boy, was he wrong. Because Dave,
exactly, mate.
What is going on, Dave? Jesus Christ, man. I'm going to ask you, who you think is the best header of all time? Is it Morientes? Is it Fernando Torres? Or do you think for Cristiano Ronaldo? Who do you like?
Don't even go there with this one, mate. Don't even go there, mate. Don't even go there.
I was gonna say Trubin, man. Yeah, I'm a Trubin type of guy, you know.
Yeah, Trubin, he's getting up there, mate. I tell you, mate, definitely. I think that's one of the best headed goals I've ever seen in my entire life. To go against Real Madrid and do that is next level. Mourinho celebrating like he won the lottery, the guy, yeah?
Dude,
and
Mourinho
it's crazy, man.
Aura, because I've seen edits already all over the place where Mourinho is telling this guy, go. And the guy was like, what, me?
You know,
like, you want me to go? He's like, yeah. You go, get your ass over there.
That's the difference. And I'm going to tell you what the difference is. I'm going to tell you what the difference is, yeah? And the difference is Benfica, they went for it. Real Madrid didn't go for it.
Yeah.
So for Benfica to throw up the keeper in pretty much the last minute of the game, Mourinho's like, go. And that means there's an empty goal, essentially. Did you see how many defenders were marking Benfica's team?
Yeah.
They're like 5-6 defenders.
It's like 4.
Yeah, it's about 5-4. 4-5.
It was
marking Benfica.
It was a 5-on-8. That's the thing.
Exactly. Benfica had tons of players in there, yeah? And we took off Dean Howson to replace with one of our tallest centre back to replace him with Alaba. You can't make this stuff up, mate. Honestly, bro. Like, I have to laugh at it now. I was angry, I was fuming earlier, but you really need to laugh at it now because what's going on with Real Madrid, man? We are in
Oh my
shambles.
God.
We're in more shambles now than we were when Xabi Alonso got sacked as the manager.
And Real Madrid was getting lucky at the end of that match, not just
100%.
Not just because of the Benfica match, but I had people telling me in the chat, right? People that were watching the Sporting game and people that were watching the PSG game, and people were like, "Bro, volume, like Newcastle just missed a great chance. Madrid would have been out." And like, well, now PSG had a missed a great chance that Madrid would have been out.
But nobody was looking at Sporting.
Sporting missed another great chance, and Madrid would have been out. And like we're sitting there like thinking like, well, Madrid is just getting so lucky because they're losing this game 3-2, and these guys over there are missing, and it's playing. They still right now as we were speaking at that moment, they were still top 8, and I was just like, oh my goodness, Sporting score, and I was like, oh, Madrid is out, and now not only that, but the cherry on top was Trubin scoring that goal. But that's, you know what, bro? Besides you being a Madrid fan, besides me being a Barca fan. Just as a sports fan, in the moment, right? I just gotta hand it to this format because so much chaos. Everybody tuned in. People were just up and down about what was happening at PSG, Newcastle. Sporting ended up scoring, which knocked out Real Madrid. Real Madrid was, before this game, they were playing for second place. If Bayern Munich didn't win their game or didn't tie their game, didn't pick up any points, and Madrid wins, Madrid would have been second. And Madrid goes from almost being second to literally being ninth because they lost this game. And now, not only that, but the emotion of Trubin going all the way in, scoring that goal, and that moment, dude. I don't think I'll ever forget this moment because that's the goal that was going to give Benfica the 24th spot. Like they needed one more goal. 3-2 was not good enough. Man, that storyline is just insane, bro. You can't make it up.
You can't make it up in football, and you got to give credit to Benfica because they went out on their shield. They just died for their fans. They went into the stadium, and you heard the beginning. You saw the beginning. You saw the build-up. The commentator on the side literally just announcing every player's name, making it feel like flipping WrestleMania here. Quite literally, yeah? And Benfica goes into their match, yeah? And they feel it. They feel it from minute one. They are cooking Real Madrid left, right, and center. They have, like, no understanding of how badly they're cooking Real Madrid. They might just think it's another match, but they're absolutely destroying Real Madrid. Jose Mourinho's is going like this all the time. Like, can't believe he missed this one, missed this one, missed this one, missed this one.
Oh, my God.
Had like 6. I don't even know how many chances they had. Valverde, clearance off the line.
That first half, the most Madrid thing ever. Like, Benfica misses like 3 clear chances to score, and then Mbappe gets a header.
Yeah.
Mad. Oh, my God.
It's nuts. And I just look at it, and I'm like, in what world are you expecting Benfica as a team to absolutely dominate Real Madrid? I'm not just talking about outplay. Outplay is something because we've been outplayed by Elche. We've been outplayed by Celta Vigo. We've been outplayed by teams this season. Yeah, we got outplayed by Barcelona in the Super Cup. But completely and utterly dominated by Benfica in what world? And then it happened. And then we have players on the pitch who don't actually have any clue what's going on because they think they're just playing a normal game in Spain. Benfica had more tempo. They were consistently threading over the top balls. When Carreras and Valverde are overlapping, they're consistently threading over the top balls. Jose Mourinho set up that Benfica team to destroy us tactically.
Oh, yeah. It was a tactical masterclass on Arbeloa because he called him his son a day before the game, and he literally looked like his son.
He coached him. He coached him, yeah. He coached him.
You know what? I want to talk to you about 2 things. The first thing I want to talk to you about is this stat out there. Somebody's putting out that this is the game Real Madrid run the most, Dave. This is the game that Real Madrid run the most.
Well, of course, they're tracking back, innit?
They're still getting had, man. Like, I was thinking, like, okay, 2 things that tells me. The one, they clearly didn't want to run their asses off for Xabi Alonso for whatever reason that is, and we don't have to get into that because now with Arbeloa, they are really trying. But the thing is, it doesn't matter for me. Like when someone was talking about, oh, well, how come it's not working if Madrid it's running? When they weren't running, they were losing. Now they're running a lot more than any other game that they have this season, and they still lost 4-2. I'm like, what good does it do if you run, bro? Like, okay, I can go hit the gym, I contract the best fitness person in the world, right? And within a year, like let's say I'm 25, within a year, I can be fit and I can run the pitch for 90 minutes. I can run the pitch for 90 minutes. I can literally hire someone to do that. Running doesn't guarantee winning games. Is if players are not okay, if players are not running with purpose, it doesn't serve them anything. Like if for example, right? Like if let's say that Mbappe is tracking back and he runs. But what if Vinicius doesn't run? Then we're still leaving open space. Everybody has to run, and not just run, but with purpose. Everybody have to know where to go, where to mark. Run as a team, not run just for the sake of running and just thinking that you're just gonna win just because you're running. You're running. It's not gonna do you any good in that sort.
Absolutely, and that's what it is, mate. It's just basically like that. We have players that just literally run merchants. That's all they do. They run all day, they run every day, and they don't look like they're doing anything. They have no technique. They have no natural possession of anything that they can show for in a match, and that's basically it. So Real Madrid, we are horrible. Like we can't even make literally simple passes next to each other. Players that can't even make passes. Bellingham, horrible. Arda Güler, trash. Valverde, trash. Like I don't understand,
Okay,
mate. Camavinga was in the second half.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I feel like you've been harsh on Arda Güler. I feel like Arda Güler at times, Dave. Okay, you gotta give me this.
In big matches, he disappears. He disappears.
Okay,
mate.
but I feel like at times.
Mate.
Okay, I feel like at times, and big out to Barca Reacts that just rated. I appreciate you, bro. I feel like at times, I think he got upset and he said, "Why always me?" He pulled a Vini 2.0 when he was getting subbed off at the end of the game. See, that's
of course,
the
it's
thing.
always him, mate. Sometimes it is always him because in big matches he goes missing.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, Dave. So that's the culture that Real Madrid has allowed. Vini did it, and now Vini plays. Now he's thinking, okay, Vini did it, I can do it too. And like he's one of the nicest players, and now he's also throwing a temper tantrum when he's getting subbed off. See, this is like every player for himself.
They got all egos, mate. They got all egos.
All egos. But before I lose track, I want to ask you something else. What do you make of the last play of the game on that header? Because I've seen a lot of people debate this, and a lot of people have like a spotlight on Vinicius Jr., a spotlight on Mbappe, and said, okay, this is why Madrid conceded this goal, because Mbappe is standing around, Vini is standing around. But on the flip side, Real Madrid was already losing. It does Madrid no good to lose 3-2. So they're trying to see if they can block this cross and hit them in transition with the likes of Vini and Mbappe.
And an open goal. It'll be an open goal essentially as well because the keeper's up. So you're going to have people that are waiting outside, and obviously a censor's not in there because he got a red card. That's one of the most stupidest decisions I've ever seen. Yeah.
But one thing I noticed though, Dave, is when the keeper was running, the center backs talked to each other, and the both center backs, one of them was right around Vini and the other one was right around Mbappe. So you can see the level of attention that Mourinho had in this game up until the last second. Like in case what Madrid was looking for, he had a mark, like basically someone like pressing both of those players. They're basically like a man on man. He left two behind with Vini and Mbappe, and everybody else was just trying to go into the box. So my question is, are you okay with that play, or are you furious that these guys were standing around when you guys were getting considered?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. The main thing is that if the keeper's out of goal and they hit the cross too low, for example, it gives a chance for Vini and Mbappe to go in the reverse end essentially and try and get a goal. Maybe there wouldn't be enough time, but they don't know that really on the full pitch. Essentially, they're looking at the timer. They're seeing, okay, how many seconds is there left? So if they got the ball, they could have done a halfway line shot. They could have done anything that would have stopped that. So ultimately, I don't think they cared. And neither did Benfica. Benfica threw caution to the wind, and they threw up the goalkeeper at the end. And that's it, mate. He got the header, and it's one of the most fable stories in the last decade of this flipping football game. I've never seen a keeper in the recent memory of saving a team like that in the clutch minutes of the match. It is crazy. It's like an NBA player throwing the
like a buzzer
basketball
beater, a buzzer beater.
buzzer beater, but from the halfway line or from his own half or something. It's something crazy like that, So
yeah. And we've seen that, and we've seen that before in the NBA, like where there's like a last.
It's many times. It's many times.
They just try it out, and just whatever happens.
In football, it doesn't happen that often, and this is crazy. But in football, what happens is that you have to take your chances, and Benfica took the chances.
Well,
and Jose
I don't
was
know.
Up there, mate.
I remember last time Barcelona was Estadio de la Luz. We scored a screamer at the last buzzer beater. My guy Rafinha. Winning in the La Luz is not for everybody, Dave. Winning the La Luz. Hey, Benfica beat you guys and I didn't know this. I guess Benfica beat you guys in the Champions League final. Like in the 19 I don't even know when that was, because I thought Madrid never lost a final, but somebody brought it up. And I guess
it's the Champions, it's the European Cup. I can't remember. I think it must have been in the time of Eusebio or something. I'm not sure when Eusebio played for Benfica. So I don't know, mate. It must have been one time in the 60s, 70s or something. I think I can't. I know Liverpool's year, but Benfica. I have not. John, maybe I need to ask Global Madridista for that one, because he might know better than me. But let me see if I can just pull it up. It's a 1962. 1962, 5-3 European final. 1962, Benfica 5,
beat
Real
Madrid. And now they beat him again. Well,
so Eusebio was on the team. He was. I knew Eusebio was one of the best players of all time. So
So Dave, now this whole shenanigans while Barcelona gets taken care of business against Copenhagen, it's so weird because I cannot tell you the roller coaster that I was on, because I did a watch along and I was hating life. At halftime, I almost wanted to I literally wanted to be end the stream. Like I wanted to be end the stream volume. Literally, like I wanted to throw up, dude. We were losing 1-0. You guys were winning, and it was looking like we were going to be 15th in the table. Barcelona turns it around. Amazing, Lamine Yamal. We ended up being 5th in the Champions League, Dave. And right now, for as bad as we've been, we haven't had the best Champions League run. We dropped points against PSG. PSG in the last minute of the game. We also drew to Club Brugge. That was ultimately the reason why we were not pickle, because of that draw to Club Brugge. And we took care of business, and now we are 5th. Nobody even had us that we were going to be. Nobody thought that Madrid was going to get left out. Barcelona, I always like my chances of making it through. I run a lot of scenarios, but I just never expected Real Madrid to just get run like that. Are you at least concerned that you guys, as the news came out today, you guys will be playing Benfica in the Champions League playoffs?
Do you know what? For all my my angry tantrums and all that, I think over 2 legs we'll beat Benfica. I've got to be honest. I think this time will be completely different. There's something about me that tells me that Real Madrid are just going to do Real Madrid nonsense and completely wipe the floor with Benfica and completely make a statement there. But they won't make a statement against Man City, or they won't make a statement against Arsenal or thing. I don't even know. Sporting can beat Man City. I don't even know. We have to find out. But look, we don't know. No, Sporting beat Man City. I'm talking about Sporting gets drawn to Real Madrid rather than Real Madrid and Sporting beats Real Madrid. So I don't even know, because they need to do the draw. Sorry, So it's not Sporting beats Man City.
Exactly.
It's the draw that needs to be taking place. So we don't know if it is going to be Sporting Man City. So I don't even know if Sporting going to beat Real Madrid essentially if we face them. Look, ultimately we're going through the path of hell, mate. Yeah, we know we're going through the path of hell because we have to play Sporting or Man City, then we have to play Arsenal or Bayern Munich. That is hell, mate, yeah? And then to cap it all off in the semi-finals, we are going to be playing a mixture of different teams. We're going to be playing a mixture of different teams that I don't even know what's going on, mate. Could be Barcelona in the semi-final. Could be Liverpool. Could be Tottenham.
Barcelona
could be Chelsea.
In the semi-finals will be a fire, bro. It would break
It'd be better for Barcelona and Real Madrid to be in the final, to be honest, if we can. But I don't think none of us are getting there. Barcelona have more chance to get there. And Barcelona's route is actually quite cushy. If you look at it, it's quite decent.
It depends. If we can
if
draw,
you get PSG is a hard one. PSG is
exactly. If we can avoid PSG, then you're right. Because I think if we can avoid PSG,
you have to be on Newcastle sides.
Yeah, I think if we beat PSG, then I think at that point it's not it could get a little easier until the semifinals. So
yeah, no, go on. Sorry, no.
Because that's what I said. Because that's why I don't mind if we get PSG. To be honest with you, I don't think this PSG is the PSG of last year. And plus, I think they did get a little lucky when they faced us. They did have a lot of injuries. We had injuries, but I thought they got a little lucky at the Montjuic Stadium, and I don't fear them as much as other people would. I feel like they're not the same PSG that they were last year. They already got disqualified in the French Cup. They have lost like games in the Ligue 1 as well. They're having, I mean, two bad teams as well.
If you get, I could get a perfect scenario. Barcelona obviously.
Kvaratskhelia is injured now. Kvaratskhelia got injured.
Yeah,
like a major injury.
I can obviously give you a perfect scenario. Barcelona, they get drawn on that Newcastle side. They either get to face Karabag or Newcastle. Barcelona will beat both. Yeah. Then they got to face either Club Brugge, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, or Tottenham. You'll beat them all as well.
Yeah, but Liverpool wouldn't be easy though.
I would genuinely believe that you would beat Liverpool. The reason being is because you know how to attack. Yeah, Liverpool haven't faced. Let me put it this way: Liverpool haven't faced an attacking side like Barcelona this year.
Yeah.
They haven't. They like genuinely. Barcelona and Bayern Munich have the best attack in Europe. Yeah, the only thing that lets Barcelona down is their defense. It's the only thing. So
the issue with Liverpool, I think it's size. We struggle with size. It's, crosses into the box, corners.
Liverpool looks awful defensively, mate. Liverpool is shit defensively as well. They're in the same boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But I think they could attack like our weakness because of their size. The Van Dijks of the world, he's amazing getting headers. We struggle in corners. They score a lot of goals off set pieces. I feel like from what I've seen Liverpool, I've seen them scoring a ton of goals inside the box with the likes of Ekitike, another player that can attack our weakness as well. I don't see it as easy as you do. I think as you do, I think it will be like somebody in the chat said like 50-50. I don't disagree with the 50-50 here because I feel like that wouldn't be an easy game at all, especially with our defense. But the one thing going for Barca, this is what I've said. I've told my Barca community, I said, at least don't be so harsh on the team. At least know that we know how to do one thing well. Okay, we have offense. Okay, we had likes of Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, Fermin, even Lewandowski. Even if he plays bad, he can still score. Rashford, Rafinha. I mean, we do have a lot of variants to throw at any given team. So at least we can do that very well if we can just possess the ball, play offense. We are going to concede chances all the time. We can't stop that. But at least we have that going for us, that we can do one thing well. And that's the main concern for Real Madrid. The only thing they do well is Mbappe scoring. That's it.
And do you know what? I think Barcelona, their attack can pull them through games. Real Madrid's attack can't pull us through games, unfortunately. Real Madrid's defense is horrible. The midfield is horrible. You know the midfield when they control. Bernal had an amazing game, by the way, against Copenhagen. Like, superb game.
He changed the game in the second half.
Absolutely.
If that guy is back, bro, if that guy is back, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. I'm telling you.
Bernal he's a good defensive midfielder as well. Like, he knows what he needs to do to control the games from that deep line area. And he was really good. Like, I've got to be honest. Yeah, I've got to be honest. Like, if you end up in a scenario where you face either Man City or Bayern Munich in the semi-final or Arsenal, the semi-final is going to be tough for Barcelona. It's going to be tough for any team, really.
Yeah,
because you're expecting the best to get through. But look, there's always a scenario where you could be on the silver side of the draw, and you could be in a Real Madrid position where you could face Real Madrid and you could face a lot of different teams. Like, I'm very interested in this Champions League. Honestly, this format is great.
Yeah,
I think it's excellent. It pulls curve balls left, right, and center. And yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. With this Champions League.
Why wouldn't Barcelona want to face Madrid in the semifinals? I will take it right now if we like.
Barcelona would absolutely take. Barcelona would absolutely take Madrid.
Yeah, and one thing you did say that I thought was important is in regards to the Benfica game for Madrid. I feel like I'm with you. I feel like you guys will win. I just thought that you drew the worst team you could have because I had a quick conversation with Will this morning and he was bringing up, Voto this, Voto that. And dude, Voto, they won back-to-back games in the Champions League. The game they won against Manchester City was literally their first win all time. You know, the type of Cinderella story they would have to be to beat Real Madrid. There's no shot in hell that they would disqualify Real Madrid out of the Champions League, bro. No freaking shot in hell.
You never know, mate. You never know. But Benfica
it would have to be the
history.
Miracle on Ice, Dave. The Miracle on Ice all over again. Because they don't win in the Champions League, bro. Like they don't.
Yeah. Benfica is a team that has always been known in Portugal as one of the best teams, and we're not expecting to get beaten by an Azerbaijan team.
Their speed, Dave. Their speed. I noticed. They were jumping off my screen. Their speed was jumping off my screen against you.
Yeah, they're quick. They're quick. Yeah.
So. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if
and Pavlidis is strong as well. The Greek striker Pavlidis is a very, very strong guy.
I don't know. Maybe strong. Do you disagree with me? If I was a Madrid fan, give me Bodo any day of the week, bro. Mbappe will score 4 goals against this team in one game. 4 goals against this team in one game. Mbappe.
Sure
I just don't think they can stop him. Like, I don't know. Benfica just beat you. Now they feel like they're believers now. We can. You know what? I remember the Predator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? And there was all the soldiers were so scared and they know what was coming at them, and they're just shooting to the jungle. Didn't know where to shoot, and all of a sudden is this Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's one scene where he's looking at the leaves and he's finding blood, and he's all like, okay, if he bleeds, he can die, right? And everything changed after that. They started getting a different strategy. I feel the same way. It's like, okay, now Benfica knows you guys can bleed. They know how they can attack you. I do think that you guys will go through. But Benfica, they're believers now. Benfica, they're believers. And you know what? They're going to play a little differently because the game they played up against last game that you played them, they literally had to go attack mode because they had to win to get in. Otherwise, you're already eliminated if you don't play at offense, right? So I feel because they had to play offense, they generated so much, and you guys couldn't stop them. You couldn't keep up with their pace. Now you guys will know the intensity that you need to compete with them. Now they'll probably going to play a little bit more defensively.
More reserved,
they don't want to go to the Bernabeu losing 1 or 2-0. They want to go to the Bernabeu. At least they want to go to the Bernabeu at least with a draw or better. So they're not going to risk the amount.
They're going for a win. Trust me, this one they're going for a win.
Are you serious? I mean, because that's a little bit suicidal to me. If I know Mourinho, the tactician that he is, I don't think
he knows. He knows that Benfica have the attack to hurt Real Madrid. Pavlidis is very strong. Both their wingers quick. Midfield is good. Like, they have the technical players. They haven't even lost in Portugal once. So it's different, mate. It's a different gravy when you come in. So do you know what? I just need to wait and see. And it's happening conveniently in February, mate. Like, in between games, bruv. We're facing one of these games before we face Osasuna away. God help us all, bruv. God help Real Madrid, mate. I tell you.
In what game?
Osasuna. Before we face Osasuna, we're facing Benfica at home.
You know what? Now that you brought that up, Dave, let's talk a little bit about this. I don't know how much more time you have, but let's talk about this real quick. Because you guys were literally thinking that if Barcelona doesn't get in the top 8, you guys were going to have an advantage in La Liga. And that was actually a great point, because if we had to play those 2 extra games in between, it was going to be Girona, Levante, and in between it was going to be whoever that we would have drawn. I guess, let's just say for the sake of argument, it would have been Benfica. We would have had to play Benfica 2 games, one after Girona and another one after Levante. Now we get to rest. Pedri comes back after that, and hopefully we'll be healthy for that final stretch. Now, by that same logic, Now you guys have to play 2 games in the midst of all the schedule that's already jam
Yeah,
packed. And
February's really jam packed. It's 7 games in February.
yeah,
7.
and January was the same thing, Dave. January, we I don't think we had a midweek
And
off. I don't
yeah,
think we had a midweek off.
it was 2 games every week. Yeah, and now it's 2 games every week again, pretty much.
Yeah, so
Pretty much, yeah.
January, February are crazy packed, and right now, like I said, advantage Barcelona because now Real Madrid won't be as rested. They may have to rotate. Dude, the defense, it's so worrisome, bro. The defense have to be the
Asensio's out
most
for the first game.
Asensio out for the first game, and this is the thing, Dave. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know what it is, but you guys, this is supposed to be your competition. This is supposed to be the competition where you feel more comfortable with. You've been in pressure situations, and here it is: Asensio getting sent off, Rodrigo getting sent off. Rodrigo, you're not going to suffer too much, but it's still getting into your head. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be the ones who are more calm, more collected in this type of environments. And at the end of the day, man, you guys can't even do that right now.
Yeah, no, we're just a shambles. Like our team is not a team. They're not a team. They just care for themselves. That's all. I've said this many times. I've said this so many times. They care for themselves. They don't care for anyone around them. They just care for themselves. They don't care for each other. I don't like. I can deal obviously with the fans not being cared for because a lot of football teams players do that anyway. But bro, they don't even care for each other on the pitch. They don't die for each other on the pitch. They're just trash, mate. They're so trash.
Yeah,
They're so bad. Like Asensio out, Rodrigo out. People think that Rodrigo out is like Rodrigo. I tell you what, I don't know how Arbeloa has seen Rodrigo over the past January or so for performing decently.
Oh
and
my
decide,
God.
okay, I'm gonna put Franco Mastantuono back. Like I don't understand this.
I had to watch the Real Madrid game. So the games here in Pacific time, the games end at 2 p.m. After all the madness, I had to post my content at night after dinner. I put the Madrid game on. I put the Real Madrid game because I wanted to see you guys lose. Obviously, I was gonna watch it, right? So the Spanish commentator was saying at one point there was 2 plays where Benfica was hitting, kind of got the ball recovery back, and they were trying to hit you guys in counters. And there was 2 plays, and it was the second one. Rodrigo had just came on. He had maybe 5 minutes on the pitch, and he couldn't track back to help out the defense. And he was basically just jogging behind the Benfica attacker. And literally the Spanish commentator was like, Rodrigo can't track back. He just came into the game, and he can't play that defensive play at that moment in that game. I think that's when I think there was another that same play was like an attack, and Benfica was able to finish the play, and I think Courtois was able to save it, something like that. Like it didn't turn into a goal. But literally, the Spanish commentator was saying Rodrigo has 5 minutes on the pitch, and he can't trap back a guy who is 3 to 5 yards within you, and you can't really literally sprint up against a guy who's been playing 75 minutes in that game. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's mad, mate.
It's that bad.
Don't tell me about these players, mate. Please, they drive me up the wall, man.
So people have asked me though. People have asked me, what would you do? Because I have some Madrid fans on my channel, as you know, and people. Why would you do to fix this team? I'll ask you, Dave. Let's say that you take over Florentino tomorrow. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? How do you fix this? What do you do with Madrid? They obviously have great players. They just have to do the dirty work, man. They just have to dig deep and just I think just have to get humble, bro. I that's what I would say. But what would you do, man?
First of all, I'm getting a really good defensive midfielder who can also play the ball as well. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm doing.
A defensive midfielder
that can actually play the football and pass the ball, spread the ball.
Is Tchouaméni not good enough?
Nope. He's gone, bruv. He needs to go as well.
So he's gone under your
he's gone. First of all, okay. 2 centre backs need to be recruited in immediately, and these need to be good centre backs. They can't be washed centre backs, bro. Yeah,
Dean, bro. Dean is fucking. He's washed.
Anyways, but these 2 centre backs to get rid of Militao because he's injured all the time. Get rid of Rudiger. Get rid of Alaba. That's it, done. Get rid of all these players. Keep Asensio. keep Dean Howson as well for squad player, and get 2 proper physical centre backs. Okay. Next, get a proper right back, a defensive right back as well. Get a properly defensive right back. Say adios to Carvajal. Say adios to Trent Alexander-Arnold. This guy can't stay fit either. Yeah. Say adios, mate. Done. Yeah. Finished. Okay. And get a proper defensive right back. Okay. Maybe Trent can be a squad player. Who knows? Vinny, out. Done. Yeah. Rodrigo, out. Done. Get these guys out of the club for 200 million-esque or whatever, 250 million-esque. Yeah. Done. Yeah. Get them out and get technical wingers who can play the ball physically. Yeah. Now, if Mbappe goes on the left wing, bring back Endrick in the loan. Well, obviously, when at the end of the summer, bring him back anyway. Yeah. Get Endrick back. Yeah. Get a proper number 9 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can have Endrick on the right wing. We can have a proper number 9 and get on the left wing Mbappe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then keep Ardagula. Fine. We can keep Ardagula. Yeah. Bellingham can be kept for a squad player, but we need an actual proper tempo controlling centre mid. Somebody who can actually play the ball correctly in midfield and not miss 5-yard passes.
Criticized for benching Bellingham over Rodgers, but I think we're seeing why.
Brother, we know why you got bench for Rodgers, bro. Yeah. Like Morgan Rodgers is a good player, mate. He's a good player. We see him under Emery. Yeah, he's a good player for Aston Villa. Yeah. Morgan Rodgers is a great player. He's a physical brute, mate. Yeah,
he's a stud.
And we know exactly. So get a proper centre mid that can actually physically play the ball, mate. Yeah, and literally pass simple passes. Yeah, and I'm not talking about get someone like on the lines of Pedri because Pedri is elite, but get someone that can actually physically pass the ball in the team. Because there's not one player that can pass. I'll keep Camavinga because he's a great player.
Yeah.
Bellingham can be a squad player, mate. Yeah. And rotate the guy. Yeah. Bro, there's so many different things you can do with this team. Jude is mediocre in a lot of areas. Yeah. He's very mid in a lot of areas. Yeah. Mbappe needs to be out on the left because that's where he's dangerous. Because Mbappe, even though technically he's not that great, Mbappe, what he can use is his pace and he uses power to cook people on the wings, to destroy people on the wings, to destroy right backs who can't physically keep up with him because he's too quick. He needs to be using that. He can't be running at centre backs. It doesn't make sense. You need someone that's going to get physically stuck in there. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. I'm not even joking. I would get Harry Kane in there as a number 9, proper number 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
To start feeding Kylian Mbappe. That's what I would do. I will get Harry Kane, mate. I will sell Vinny. Yeah.
You know, I would hate that. I would hate that because I want Harry Kane for Barca.
But I would get rid of Vinny and get in Harry Kane, bruv. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get rid of.
That would be a good move. That would be a very underrated move. I would get in Harry Kane immediately and get Endrick back from Lyon, bro. Because Endrick technically is so underrated. This guy, when he runs with the ball, like so close to his feet, he knows what he's doing. He can dribble, he can move, he's got quick pace. These two in the wingers with Kane in center, bro, it'd be another. Like I know Kane will last maybe like Thuxia in the chat says about 3 to 4 years. Do you know what? I don't care, mate. Yeah, I don't care. He'll be a Benzema 2.0. Yeah, and then we'll get proper trophies won. Yeah, because we can then get fed. We can feed Mbappe properly. We can feed Endrick properly, and then we get a proper attacking midfielder, someone that can actually pass the ball through the lines, bro. Yeah, Arda maybe is the guy. I'm not entirely sure. We can keep him, but bro, there's a lot of people I would sell immediately. Yeah, a lot of people I would sell, man. Yeah, done, mate. Yeah, man. No, that's really cool, man. I know you have to go, Dave.
That's fine.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Get Kane into Real Madrid, Florentino Perez. Get Kane in here, mate. Kane will sort out a lot of this mess that we're facing.
He's already coming to Barca. Deco's already talking to him.
Yeah, if he goes to Barca, Real Madrid can kiss La Liga's goodbye, mate. Because him with Yamal and Rafinha on the outside, Lord help us, bro. We'll be chasing shadows for the rest of our life, mate. Jesus Christ! If Kane goes to Barcelona, we are finished. I can mark my words. Yeah, Kane, he knows how to head of the ball. Yeah, he knows how to shoot from outside the box. If he's one-on-one, he's tucking away. You know, several chances over the last few weeks that Lewandowski's been missing one-on-one. Kane's not missing those.
Yeah, he ain't missing that.
He's not missing those, bro.
That's what I
That's
don't want.
missing.
That's why I don't
He
want
missed a couple
Barca.
against Copenhagen.
Yeah.
He missed a couple of. Kane's not missing those. He's not. I know that for a fact.
No, the first half one, it's ridiculous, man. But I do appreciate
guys.
you,
Just to know how many goals has Kane scored this season? Because he scored 21 in Bundesliga and 8 in the Champions League. This guy's a monster, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, mate. Like, people look at Mbappe, yeah, but the difference. So Mbappe's got 21 in La Liga and 13 in the Champions League. Yeah, let me tell you something. Kane is also feeding players. He's also making other players work. He's also making Elise work. He's making Luis Diaz work. That's the difference that Kane possesses, yeah? He's a team player as well. He doesn't just think about himself, but when he gets in front of goal, he fucking scores. That's it. That's all I'm going to end up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, thank you, Dave. Big up to you, man. Big up for
Easy,
stopping by. I know you got to go, man. I do appreciate you staying.
Thank you, man. Okay, cool.
Man,
have a good day. And have a good chaos later, mate. Make sure you do your Barcelona.
I'm coming, bro. I'm coming. I need to work on my intro.
Easy, brother. Yeah, cool, man.
Man.
Okay,
right,
easy, man. Cool. Okay, go.
Big up to Dave, bro. Big up to Dave for showing up on a day like this. Oh my goodness, bro. You know what? A lot of people have asked me. Let me just give my thoughts, because I couldn't go back and forth with Dave. But one thing I would do with Madrid, right? I think what Madrid really needs to do, Madrid needs to hire a big time manager who is going to come in and erase the egos. And you know what? Florentino Perez needs to come to his senses if he wants to stay at Madrid, right? He needs to give the coach power. I think it all starts from the root. I think Madrid has to look from within, and they have to look and just attack the root. Go to the root of the problem. What is the root of the problem right now? Player mentality, player egos, and all the players thinking they're just going to roll out of bed and start every single match. I actually do agree. Like Jose Mourinho needs to return. You know what? I will go to Jose Mourinho right now. By the way, guys, how do I have 45 likes and 211 people? It just doesn't make any sense, bro. Are you guys so entertained that you forget to hit the like button? It must be that, right? So do me a favor right now. Smash the likes. Help me get to 100 likes immediately. I appreciate every single one of you. So this is what I will do, all right? Take a blank check to Jose Mourinho at the end of this season, all right? Take a blank check and go down to his office and said, you know what it takes. I am going to give you this check, and I'm going to sign this waiver. Oh, I apologize. Oh, where'd my camera go? Oh no, my camera. All right, I'll just stay like this. I know it's horrible. It's probably horrible quality. Let me just get this other camera. I think this one's much better quality here. Let me switch up camera, guys. I apologize for the. I don't know. I think it's my. Shoot. All right, you guys gonna have to put up with this angle right now, right? Is that cool? So this is what I would do, okay? All right, I would just go to Mourinho and say, you know what? I'm gonna give you this wager. I am going to pay you an extra 5 million euros if I don't budge on the player power thing. If I don't budge on handing you the power. If you are not making the decisions, I will pay you an additional amount of money that would convince Mourinho to come to you guys. That would convince Mourinho to come to you guys. And I think the one thing that you guys need to do is you guys need to compromise and just say, we're going to give the coach the power. And you can do with the players however you see fit. However you see fit. And you know what? If Mourinho comes here, he can bench Jude, he can bench Mbappe, he can bench Vinicius, he can bench anybody in the squad. That's the only way that you guys can turn the whole thing around. That is literally hands down the only way you can turn this whole thing around. Because if it, I can sit here and tell you, oh, Tchouaméni this, Tchouaméni that, oh, Mbappe here, or Vinicius there. It does not matter. You cannot have Arda Güler. Why always me? Why always me? Vinicius Jr. Why always me? Why always me? It just matters that the team wins, not what players and player power. And they just think they can just roll out of bed. And Jude Bellingham think that he can just play the whole game if he's not playing good enough. That's just what I will do, man. And then as far as the structure, I actually disagree with Dave. I think Real Madrid and Tchouaméni. I think Tchouaméni is a player that you guys should keep, even on a rebuilding phase. Even on a rebuilding phase, is a player that you guys should keep. I would keep Jude, obviously. Vinicius. Most people have said Vinicius, but the funny thing is, the message from the board is it's the opposite. What the board is saying, we are hiring a puppet, Arbeloa. He's a puppet, so that he can appease with Vinicius Jr. and Vinicius can be happy. Now Vinicius is happy. He renews his contract. Why does Madrid want to renew Vinicius' contract so desperately when he's not even doing that well? That's my question. Real Madrid should be looking into rebuilding, should be looking into having Mbappe as a left winger. The money that you get from Vinicius, spend it on a striker, Ekatike, who knows, another player. And at that point, you can start your rebuilding phase, but it's not a complete rebuild. I do understand Madrid needs high quality players, high quality players on the defensive end. Because if you think about it, right? Asensio. If you think about it, Asensio, Dean Housen. Do you think these two players have the level of Pepe? Do they have the level of Ramos? They don't. And that's the problem, right? So you cannot have players like this playing in that defensive end when they're not playing at that top level. You need top level players to perform at the top level. And if you have the Dean Housen of the world, too soft, too slow. If you have Asensio, the problem with Asensio is a deer in headlights. He's not a bad player. He's a good player. He's a warrior, but he's a deer in headlights. He makes bad decisions. He makes bad decisions. He sometimes he'll give up a pen. Sometimes he'll slide when he doesn't, so not supposed to. Sometimes he will just make a horrible foul outside the box. And these things, man, I remember that these things have happened with Asensio, and he doesn't make his IQ is not very high. And for example, the Rudigers of the world, the Militaos of the world, these are two players that can have that level, as far as like the top level players in the world, but they're not performing, right? Rudiger, too many injuries. Militao, he's on his last legs. He came off 2 years off, and now he's down with a major injury again. So these are the issues, man. But luckily for you guys, Barcelona isn't perfect either. Barcelona has his problems. We have the Lewandowski problem. We have the defense problem, the Gerard Martin. We don't have a center back. We don't have a replacement for Inigo Martinez. Ever since he left, it was a big blow for us. So luckily for you guys, if Barcelona had a defense, if Barcelona had a great defense, you guys wouldn't stand a chance right now. I'm just gonna put it like this. But big up the chat, man. Guys, please hit the like button. I hate to keep asking you guys this, but I got 60 likes. 188 people are still here. I would appreciate if you guys hit the like button, man. Do that for me. Let me read the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. There's a super chat, and I'm sorry, I should have gotten that super chat a long time ago. I apologize to you, bro. Maxi, $5. Holla, bro. What's up, man? Dave wants two forwards who want the ball at their feet and that comes into Madrid midfield to link up. We need Ekatike, Budimir, Muriqi, Rodriguez, Mao, Caceres, Mo Caceres, Ego. So you guys will be okay with Muriqi and Budimir, huh? You would be okay with those players? I don't think these players are Real Madrid type of level players, in my opinion. I would much rather go Okay, if I am Madrid, if I'm getting rid of Vinicius, I would just wait for the World Cup. Honestly, I would just wait for the World Cup because you know what? In the World Cup, in the World Cup, there's always an up and coming player. So even though you will overpay because of the hype of the World Cup, I think it's worth it to just play it out and see what comes out of the World Cup because it's not a striker market right now. It's not a striker market. Everybody right now is basically Eta A Youngs of the world. Harry Kane has a contract. I don't love it particularly, so I wouldn't. I wouldn't go after anybody right now. I would wait out the World Cup and I would be patient, hire the right, and just focus on how you can get the most out of Vinny Jr. That's what I would do. But big up the chat, man. Thank you guys. Thank you for the super chat. Um, what else you guys are saying, bro? Van Den Ben is injury prone. I'm not buying another attacker. I'm not buying another attacker, even if Vini leaves. We already have replacements here like Rodrigo and Mbappe. So you wouldn't buy another striker. You need someone into the box. Okay, so you would put your confidence in Gonzalo Garcia, right? Confidence in full confidence in Gonzalo Garcia because otherwise you need a striker. You need a number 9. Rodrigo can't be that number 9 unless you want to play with a false 9 formation. That would be the only bet. I honestly think, for as funny as this sounds, I honestly agree with Dave. I would have Endrick as a right winger, Mbappe as a left winger, and I would have Gonzalo Garcia. That's probably a much better functioning team than what you guys are putting out there right now. I'm telling you guys. If I add the Goulet at the 10, Mbappe on the left, Gonzalo Garcia as a striker, and Endrick on the right, I would at least give it a try, man. Give it a try. I mean, why not? That's the thing, man. Gonzalo Ignacio Usmanet Diom. Sometimes I can't read it, bro. The angle is the same as we look at Real Madrid from the top. That's funny, man. Hmm. All right, let's see. Volume. What's your take on Barca being second team with the highest income? Yeah. So Barcelona makes a lot of money. We are when you're winning, you can make a lot of money. Your stadiums are full, and right now we're actually losing money. Barcelona will be the number 1 when the stadium is fully open. Barcelona will fill the stadium. Imagine if Barcelona had 100,000 fans in the Camp Nou last season when we were winning. That thing will be so jam packed. You guys have no idea the difference that would make in income and in atmosphere. And having those grada de animación as well, adding that to it, that would be just the cherry on top. And I think Barcelona will be number 1 once that stadium opens fully. Barcelona, mark my words, we are going to be at the top. But guys, man, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Please like this stream if you haven't. I would appreciate it. What I will do is I will redirect you to Football Chaos. I want to take maybe a 10-minute break. I want to take like a 10-minute break before I have to go into Chaos and and cook everybody over there. I am going to cook, guys. I am going to cook. I'm not gonna lie, man. This is gonna be fun. Football chaos, carnage, for the raid. I'm not gonna do it just yet, but just make sure you guys do say football volume raid once I end this stream. And I send you guys over there, man. I do appreciate everyone who stopped by, man. It truly does make the world to me. Make sure you roast them, dude. I'm coming for these guys, man. They made fun of us. They were making fun of us. They were saying that they were back after the Monaco game. They were saying so many things. Oh, we're only 1 point away from Barca. We are so back. And here we go. So yeah, you better bet that we are going to be doing some cooking today, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. That's just what it is. It happens. If Barcelona, this would happen to Barca, they would have been doing the same thing. But I do want to say I appreciate everyone for stopping by, man, hanging out with me and Dave. It was an awesome conversation as always. I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you guys for watching until the end of the stream, man. Oh my goodness, man. Tomorrow, Barcelona has to take care of business against Elche. It's a noon game as well. Check out my preview. I just released my preview for this game. It's about a 15-minute preview for the game tomorrow. You guys would love it, man. But thank you guys for watching until the end. And as always, Visca el Barça.